Okay, sports fans, Tenacious Earl back here on the channel, Tenacious Sports, with should be a pretty exciting second half here of the Mega Bowl from the Rosemont Coliseum in Chicago, Illinois, just outside of Chicago. It is Iowa A&I currently with a 24-10 lead over Cal-Pac. The Leatherbacks, the victim of a number of turnovers. I think they've had, let's take a look at these stats here. 3 turnovers for the Leatherbacks as opposed to the Barnstormers. They did have 1 fumble lost, but that's really the story. As you can see, 0 for 4 on 3rd down for Iowa A&I, but they had such great field position it didn't really make much of a difference. The game so far for Lamar Lutwin of Cal Pacific has been pretty much abysmal. 2 interceptions, a 38% completion percentage. Not so good. Only 70 yards through the air, as opposed to RJ May for Iowa that completed 11 of 17 for 129 yards and a touchdown. 71 yards on the ground on 11 carries for Montrell Etienne. I forgot to mark down the yards lost here. I could put those in. It's going to be 11, 10. So, whoop. So more or less identical yardage gain, but a huge field position advantage for the Barnstormers, and so that's where we will pick up here. It's going to be Cal Pacific getting the kickoff to start the second half, receiving that. So we'll move right to that here shortly. All right, so everybody back from their Chicago-style hot dog. Everybody got a full stomach, and we are back for the second half. One thing to point out here before we get started, I switched the sheet here because it was bothering me that this is in a like a binder sheet, and that little 3-ring piece that hangs off of it was really kind of like getting to me. So I flip-flopped them, so now no problems. It's not interacting too negatively with the dice tray anymore, so that's good. Okay, so it's going to be Bustle who will be kicking off here to start the second half. Kicking off with the double-A, 65 to 47 yard boot, plus the double-A is 9, so that's a 56. That'll be down to the 9-yard line. Roll a D20 for 11. Kick return 11 is going to be Montour out there for the return from the 9. And so we roll again. 34 is going to be 3 from his return rating, which is 21. So 18-yard return. And so from the 9 and 18, that is 27. So a 27-yard line start for Cal Pacific. 1st and 10. So another thing I want to point out here is I would like to eventually get to the point where I'm using more of a visual medium. I have a play mat. Not real comfortable with playing that out on the screen right now, so I'm gonna have to do some play testing to make sure I can do that in a way that is accurate and flows well. And what it would probably also mean is that down the road I will probably need to figure out how to like I'm gonna have to do the stats off of the video itself. So that's one thing that kind of like is a little weird, but we'll get there. That's for the future. Okay, so now we need to go with the Cal Pacific offense. Out will be Lamar Lutwin to lead them down. And they are in a new normal situation right here. And so let's roll. Inside against safe for Royster. Royster, I think he had 30 yards on 9 carries in the first half. So this will be his 10th carry. 14, and he is at double A. So that's going to be 6 yards, a tough 6 yards, right up the middle for Royster. That'll bring up a 2nd and 4 from the 33. So a nice gain. Cal Pacific definitely in this game. Had a couple of bad breaks. They went for it a couple times on 4th down instead of taking the points. So a screen to Hawkins versus pass. Also, Lutwin has just been ineffective so far. But if he turns it around here in the second half, they may have a chance, because it's not like Iowa has moved the ball extremely effectively, aside from Montrell Etienne with his runs. 54. Go to the third quarter column, J. So that's going to be the backup lineman. You can see down there at the bottom, DL2. So J is going to be the backup. Is he a 2-pass? No, he isn't. So that's a 6-yard gain. And that was to Hawkins. That's Hawkins' first catch. DK Hawkins. And that's going to be a first down. So 1st and 10 from the 39. Medium pass to Morgan. Morgan with 2 receptions in the first half. Medium pass against pass. So they sniff it out here, but let's see. Okay, so this is going to be a result that's unusual. 32 is going to be 16-yard reception with a penalty, though. Flag down. Let's take a look at what that is. 24. That's going to be a false start, so no play at all. 6th penalty here for Cal Pacific. And it's going to push him back 5, 1st and 15 from the 34. Medium against safe this time. On 1st and 15, 24. Guard B or center 2-pass. Guard B isn't, center isn't. So it's going to be a potential interception here. Is he going to have his 3rd? No. Incomplete. That is going to be 2nd and 15 from the 34 at 12:30 on the clock. It'd be nice if there was a way to incorporate the clock into my situation up there, but on the screen. But anyway, so Brown, Aki Brown will be the target. 21, that's going to be incomplete. Third and 15 from the 34. Another medium versus safe. This time to the backup tight end, Tegan Sieferman. 25 is D or H, a 2-pass. D is a 2-pass. So it's going to be a dump off, and we're going to treat Sieferman as the dump off. 2 dice worth of gain. It's not going to be enough for the first down. A 5-yard gain for Sieferman. But it's going to bring up 4th down and 10 from the 39. And out to punt is going to be Al Gibson. So drive stall 61 is going to be -4 and no return. So -4 is going to be a 40-yard kick. No return. And so no, now it's 12:30. I guess it was 13:30 before. 12:30. Iowa A&I will take over. And they're going to take over from the, what was it, 40 yards, so 21-yard line. And we are going to switch them back to run offensive tendency. All right, a medium pass against a run defense. Kingsley Rex leading the team in receptions, 3 for 30. He'll be the target of this one. 24. D or A is 0 pass. D is a 1. A is a 2. So no, it's going to be a Y chart. Can they avoid the interception? It's a 65, so yes, but it's an incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 21. Etienne will get a chance to run it here. Inside run. Cal Pack's going to play a safe defense. 25. Again, guard B or center run 0. Guard B, Hudson O'Neal, no. Center, J.D. Williams, no. XR column. And 54. B a run 2. Tony McBee is not. So it's going to be a 14-yard gain. Etienne, I think that's 84 yards now and a first down. What was that? 14 up to the 35. They're going to blitz him to try and stop him here. Inside run again. Etienne, 12 carries. And, oh boy, he is going to be stopped for a 1-yard gain on the 11. For an outside run, the low numbers are really good, but that's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 36. They're going to try and hit the long shot here against a safe defense. Lucky Camposeco looking for the bomb. It's a 22. That's going to be a possible interception. And it's incomplete. 11 minutes remaining, 3rd and 9 from the 36. So now this is a pass situation. Short pass to Camposeco. Maybe this has a better chance against pass defense. 3rd and 9. Can they get their first conversion? 54. K a 2 pass. It's DL1. So K is Bryce Rush. It's on the Iowa side of the 50. So yes, he is a 2 pass. That is going to be a sack. He knocks down May at 5 yards back, and that is going to mean punt time for the Barnstormers. 4th and 14, from the 31. And out to punt will be Torrey Helm. It'll be his 4th punt of the day, it appears. So, the snap gets underneath it there. Oh, boy. And they come with him at the rush here. Let's get out the book. I'm going to run the punt block chart here. 16. He is not rated F, so it's going to be an 18-yard punt. Oh, great field position. No return. It takes down to 10:15 remaining. 3rd quarter. Great field position start here for Cal Pack. 1st and 10 from the Iowa A&I side of the 50, the 49-yard line. So great chance to try and cut into this lead. Another drive failure for the Barnstormers. Can't get it going unless they're starting out with a great field position. Long against safe. They're going to try and hit Hawkins deep here and try to close this up to a one-score game. Can they get something good here? 35 on the long pass. Guard be a two pass? No. And that is going to be a sack. And we can roll the decider die. Loss of 9, and it's going to be G. So that's going to be Dimir Spite. Guy's been all over the place. Oops. -9, right? Is that what it said? 35 is a 9-yard loss. Second and 19 from the 42 of Calpac. Inside run to Hall. Against a safe defense. Hall doesn't run much. He is a B-rated runner. 62. D run 0. It's Trayson Jane. No. It's going to be a 2-yard gain for Hall. Forgot that we had the sack. I forgot to mark that off. So that's going to lead to a 3rd and 17 from the 44. Passing down for Calpac. Short against Blitz. They're going to need to break a couple tackles here to get this first down. Aki Brown will be the target. Wait, I marked the wrong guy. Wait, yeah, both of them there. So 43. Quarterback a 0 pass. Lamar Lutwin is on this side of the 50, so yes, incomplete. And they're going to be forced to punt again. So another short drive here. 4th and 17 from the 44, and they won't be coffin corner. It's another punt for Gibson. Looks like it'll be the 4th punt for Gibson as well. So the punt 34 is going to be +1 to the average. So that's a 45-yard punt. There's a penalty flag down as well, but let's look at the return guy is 2. So it's going to be Blazek. And the return is 34 as well, so -3. That'll be a 7-yard return. And what is the penalty? 25. Well, it's a false start, so we will rerun the whole thing. So on the home team, we'll call it kick team false start, 5 yards. 4th and 22 from the 39. All right, Gibson again, 15. That's +10. That's going to be even better. So that'll be 54-yard kick. And it is returnable for Blazek. And so another unusual result. So fun. Unusual results. Punt returns. 36 is going to be no return and an injury. All right, so that leaves at 8:45. And it's a punt play. I'm not going to worry about injuries right now on that. It's mostly backups on the punt team, so rather dormant half so far. We're just about to the halfway point. So Etienne with an inside handoff here. 14 with his single A, that's going to be a 4-yard gain. Second and 6 from the... Oh, I forgot to write down what the yard marker was. So it's IAI, 1st and 10. So 49. How long was the punt? 54. So hold on here. They were at the 39, so 49, 41, 31, 21, 11 to the 7-yard line. So that's where they're starting, is on their own 7. And that's a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 from the 11. Jamison, an outside run. Deuce Jamison with A rating, so 26 HB run 2. H is going to be DL1. That's going to be Marley Cahill. He's not a 2, or Khalil. Marley Khalil. B, a run 2. Tony McBee, no. 5-yard gain for Deuce Jamison. Brings up a 3rd and 1. Outside against pass. This is going to be Etienne. 36. Tackle A, run 2. No, it's Tariq Drummond on this side. He is not. 2-yard loss, and so they're going to hold him. Still not a conversion. That's a 4th and 3 now from their 14. And another punt going to be on the order. Helm out there to punt, and 52 is going to be, let's see, 44-yard kick. Do your better, no return. So, what did I say? 44? Yeah, 44-yard kick, no return. Down to the 7-minute mark. Pretty pedestrian offense here so far. 44, so 14, 24, 34, 44, 46, down to 42-yard line of Calpac. 1st and 10. Short to Brockermeyer against the Blitz. $16 with an A is incomplete. A completion guy, so. Screen to Hawkins against a run. Just not getting the right rolls here. Plus, Iowa's defense is pretty good. 62, G a 2 pass. It's going to be DL1. G is, or no, it is Spite, the outside linebacker. Still linebacker 1. Not a 2 pass. Complete at the sidelines. Who is this to? Hawkins. Yes, complete for 16 yards. And out of bounds at this point in the game. The out of bounds doesn't make a difference. It was 2nd and 10 from the 42, and a first down completion. 1st and 10 on, they cross midfield and down to the Iowa A&I 42. Screen to Royster. That's safe. $16 with an A, that's a no gain. So it is a completion, but no gain. 2nd and 10. Royster will be given the ball here inside against safe. 26, B or J, run 0. B is not Brandon Griffin. J, DL1 is Mosiah Owens. No. 2 tough yards with a penalty. 45, that's a holding call. So they will be backed up. 10-yard penalty, 2nd and 20. Take 30 seconds off the clock from their own 48. Screen to Amaya against safe. Brady Amaya. 34, FB, a 0 pass. Running back 1, so that's Cameron Royster. No. It's going to be an 8-yard gain for Amaya. Lutwin starting to edge towards a 50% completion percentage, so 8, so that's going to make it 3rd and 12. Still a long chance here, from the 44. And not a very good call here. Outside run. They're hoping to catch him in a pass defense here and maybe get a run. But Royster with a C rating. I don't know. Let's see what happens. 66. D or run 2. D is Trezon Jane. Yes. 5-yard loss. That's going to lead to 4th and 17 from the 49. They're going to have to cough and corner it. This is like that Bills-Jets game on Sunday. Trading punts in the first half there this time. So angle for the sideline out of, wait, no, 25. Well covered. Oh, it's going to be a touchback on a 25. So that goes 49 yards and a touchback. So poor execution there from Gibson. And takes it down to the 4:45 mark. So it's going to be IAI, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Punt touchback is the 20. Back to the run offensive tendency, normal situation, and Iowa A&I. And let's recalc. Inside run for Etienne. 15 carries so far. Leatherback's guessing run, 54, is I run 0. DL1. So I is Taquan Bruton, no. Buried for a 2-yard loss, and we have an injury here. So let's see who the injury is going to be accrued to. 42 is going to be EC. So that would be, because we don't have a third one, it's going to be Kingsley Rex. Let's see how long he is injured for. 33. Out the rest of the quarter. Well, there's not too much left in the quarter, so okay, let's just make sure that I'm going to put an X next to his name. And we will give any catches that he would be responsible for to Greep. All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 12 from the 18 on the 2-yard loss from Etienne. Outside run against the safe defense. 33, FB run 2, Montrell Etienne is, yes, XR, so maybe a chance to put a big gain here. Is he greater than B on the 63? He is an A, so it's go. He gets loose, gets through the second level, 45. It's a 39 plus 4. It's a 43-yard gain for Etienne. And that's going to be a first down and a huge play for the Barnstormers. 1st and 10. So what do we have? 43. So 28, 38, 48, 42. Down to the 39 of the Leatherbacks. We're going to bring in Deuce Jamison for this inside safe run. I'm going to make the call here just because Etienne, after running 43 yards, would want a breather. So let's go ahead and do that. And 14, he's a B. It's a 2-yard gain. All right, we will sub back in Etienne now. Inside blitz. Trying to burn some clock too. 62, G a run 2. So G is Jaleel Matthews on the opposite side of the 50. He is a run 2, so it's a 2-yard gain for Etienne. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 from the 35-yard line. We're going to consider this a normal situation, no pass, and he's going to run again inside safe. Bearing the burden and the brunt of this workload, Etienne on 3rd down, 63, G run 0. No, he isn't. Linebacker 1. Gets 2 yards, and that's it. 4th and 4 from the 33. And let's see, are they going to go for it? It would be a 50-yard field goal. Let's let the decide or die choose. Decide or die, yes is go for it. Yes is go for it, no is field goal. They're going to go for it. So, and Akana is going to be the inside runner. Oh boy, that's not good. Well, they're trying to, and they're catching him in a pass defense, so maybe they got a chance here. 36, tackle A, run 0, no. 6-yard gain, that's going to be a first down, so they get it. Big gain, wow, wow, wow. That's pretty gutsy there. To the 27, 1st and 10. They keep the drive alive. Little kind of a little jet sweep there that cuts inside. Screen to Jamison against safe. 1st and 10. That's going to be complete for a 9-yard gain to Jamison, right? That's who it is? Yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That might be May's first completion of the second half, and I guess he did have a couple of attempts earlier, but okay. So down to the 130 mark, 2nd and 1 from the 18 of Cal Pacific. Inside run to Jamison against a blitz. So he's a run B, 45. Quarterback run 0. No. May is a 1. XR column. So he's going to have a chance to get through the line here. 24. G or H, a run 2. G is Jaleel Matthews, and he is a run 2 on this side, so it's going to be a 1-yard gain for Jamison. But that is going to be a first down. So 1st and 10 from the 17. And we're at the minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Outside run. It's going to be a sweep for May against a run defense. So trying to be a little tricky here. It's going to be an unusual result. 34, 4 yards, and the running back it's going to be Etienne, who is injured. But a 4-yard gain for RJ May. But let's see how devastating this injury is for Etienne. We'll go to column B and let's see. 53, he is out for the rest of the game. Big blow there for Etienne. So all right, well, we're going to have to adjust our strategies here for a minute. So I'm going to pause it and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have adjusted this. I can kind of show you here the back end of this if you want to see it. So these are the charts that folded in. On the left is the Iowa usage, and you can see that I've put Jamison as the feature back now. I gave him a little less of the workload that Etienne got, but we're just going to keep doing what we do here and see how it goes. So just have to make do with what you got when you're... Sorry about this, I'm just going to adjust the camera a tad. It's kind of tough to get a good... There we go, that's pretty good. Alright, so it was a 4-yard gain for May, so it's 2nd and 6 from the 13. Still have 45 seconds left, so we're... Okay, a short pass to Lindsey. It's safe. And I think we will let them run out the clock here if... Well, no, we'll play it straight. 54. A is 0 pass. No, Jake Mathis isn't. So it's going to be a Y chart check. Oh, and it's an interception. May is picked on the play. So 15 on a short pass is going to be 7 yards. So that gives us some hope. And 7 yards, A or C. It's going to be A. So Mathis Jr. 7 yards downfield. So let's see. So Mathis Jr. will have a chance to return this potentially. Going to go to the interception return chart, A through D players, and let's see what happens. 22, no return. Okay, is a big turnover, and it's going to be Cal Pacific taking over. 1st and 10 from their own 6. Not very good field position, but they'll take possession wherever they can get it right here at the moment. So just 30 seconds left here. This should finish out the quarter on this one. Let's go ahead and see what the next play is. Inside run against pass to Winford. Monroe Winford. So this is the last carry where his adjustment is to triple A on the inside run. But it's an unusual result. And it's a 1 yard loss with a potential review. Player emerges from the pile. With this kind of field position, they're gonna the Iowa team will take their chances and ask for the review. So if it's in the 60s, it will be a turnover. So if it's 61 through 66, and it's not, so they're going to lose a timeout for challenging it, and it's going to run out the quarter, but it is a 1 yard loss for Winford. So, and, oh, I forgot to change this to say third quarter. Well, I might as well change it to say fourth quarter now. (24-10), no scoring here in the third quarter. It has been a back and forth of underperformance, but still 1 quarter left to play. 15 minutes to see who will win this Mega Bowl from the Rosemont Coliseum. So, let's head right on out here from the 5 now, 2nd and 11. Well, they've got to play it here. Screen pass to Brockermeyer. Once we hit the 10-minute mark, we will probably switch them to pass tendency. But 63 on the fourth quarter, F0 pass. Jack Miller's not complete, but hauled down for no gain, so a no gainer. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11 from the 5, and this is not, boy, I'm almost tempted to send it to run so they don't end up. Well, let's just keep going. Let's see, what does it bring up? Screen to Amaya against Safe. Can they get lucky here and pick up the first down? Let's see. 36. Tackle be a 0 pass. No, he's 2. Heavy complete over heavy pass rush. It's going to be a 6 yard gain to Amaya, but that's going to come up 5 yards short. And it's going to be 4th and 5 from the 11. So can't really think about going for it right here at this point, but it will get them back into out of the hole here, field position wise. So punt, 4th punt of the half for Gibson. And the 42 is going to be a penalty. You know what, let's check the penalty right now, just in case. 64. Multiple penalties. Well, we're just going to re-roll. It's not worth horsing around. So let's re-roll it. 63, punt, rush, chart. .35, is he D, E, or F on the block? He is C, so lucky there. That he is not, it doesn't get blocked here. So a 22 yard punt though, no return. So not real benefit there on the, oh shoot, and where did the, yeah, so it was at the, it was 30. All right, so 13:45 is the time. From the 11 to 22 yard, that's going to be the 33. So 1st and 10, already pretty much in field goal position. They're going to need another turnover here. But Iowa A&I does not have Etienne at their disposal anymore. So medium pass to Comer against State. Wow, they're going getting a little chancy here. They know they don't have Etienne anymore. 41. NB is going to be Blake Bell. Is he a 2-pass? Well, it's Comer because he is the target. No, he isn't a 2-pass. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Inside run against a blitz. Jamison, Deuce Jamison a B. 65, J run 2. He is not going to be a run 2, so XR for Jamison. 64, is he greater than C? He is a B. This is another go run, so Jamison going to get in on the act here. 44 is 32, and 2 is a 34-yard gain for Jamison. That is going to be a 33-yard run. That is a touchdown, as 34 is greater than the yard line. And finally a score here with 13-15 in the second half. And in the game, Deuce Jamison breaks one, cuts to the sideline, finds a hole, and makes his partner in the run game proud, even though he is out injured getting his knee looked at. Jamison makes it 30-10, and we will do the extra point here for Bustle, and he makes it. So 31-10 now. Iowa Agricultural and Industry putting a beat down on here today, here at the Mega Bowl. Okay, well, now I think we're going to have to, with a 21-point lead, we're definitely going to have to fast track Cal Pacific into a more aggressive offense. So let's do the kickoff here. 23 is going to be a 65, and he is AA, so that's +9, so that's going to be a touchback. No doubt about that one. All right, so we're going to make the offensive tendency neutral, but the situation pass. Actually, let's go with normal and pass. We'll start with that. That's not quite as drastic, but still pretty drastic. Screen to Amaya against a blitz. .45, end day a 2-pass. It's Brandon Dodson. No, he is incomplete. Second and 10 from the 25. Royster with an inside run. I was even guessing right here. I forgot to flip this over. It doesn't make a difference. 64. So that'll be unusual result. 43, 3-yard loss, penalty. 21, that's a false start anyway, so gonna make it 2nd and 15 from the 20. Medium to Winford. And 15 on A is incomplete. Terrible rolls here. 3rd and 15 from the 20. Oh, well, we need to switch this to a pass situation. So, long pass to Hawkins. Gotta hope for a good result here. 15 again. That is also going to be incomplete. 4th and 15 from the 20, and they just cannot go for it here. So the punt, 34, we're ignoring the penalty. Well, let's roll the penalty. Like every roll on the punt chart is a penalty, at least in this particular game. So 34, remember that result. 55, holding. Enforce it on the, so what was that? 34 was +1 to average. It's a 45-yard punt. And Blazek, it's going to be a 4-yard return, right? Yeah, 22, 4-yard return. But we're going to give them a kick team holding. And I think we will call that good. So 40 to the 35, and then so 39, and we'll add 10, so it's going to be the 49-yard line, 1st and 10 for Iowa A&I. You're going to go run inside against Blitz. And I'm going to start running 45 seconds off the clock here just because, for at least for them, 34 SB a run 2 SB, that's going to be wide receiver 3, Caius Montour. No, none of them would be. 2-yard loss. So 2nd and 12 from the 47. Outside run to Lucky Camposeco against a run defense. 15, he is a... Oh, whoops, I was looking at the wrong guy anyway. It was Akana, not... But anyway, you can't... I mean, he has 2 added to all outside runs, so he is a AAA... 15 AAA, 10 yards, and we're going to add 2 more dice worth. 17 yards for Lucky Camposano. Camposeco, I got to get this right. 17-yard gain. That's a 1st down. Down to the 36-yard line. So I figure 5 yards for a play, and then a 40-second, they're going to run it all the way down on the 40-second clock. Oh, and they're going to throw long here to Comer against a blitz. 13 on the B. That's going to be 2 dice worth for me, so it's complete to Comer for 6-yard gain. So a little check down there. Six-yard gain, yeah. 2nd and 4 from the 30. Down to the 10-minute mark. Inside run for Jamison against a blitz. 52A run 0, no gain. 3rd and 4 from the 30. Outside run to Jamison against a run. An 11 on the outside run. He is an A. It's an XR check. 13, guard A, run 0. No, he isn't. He's a 2. So it's going to be a 7-yard gain, and that's going to be a 1st down for Deuce Jamison. Down to the 23. Well, I swear I just clicked that, so I'm going to go with the outside run against run again. 44, center run 0, no. It's going to be, so it's NB. It's going to be wide receiver 3, Tanaj Tenoe. He is not a run 0, so it's an 8-yard gain for Jamison. Down to the 15, 2nd and 2. Lindsey outside run versus Blitz, going to give Jamison a breather. 16, he is a C, 1-yard loss. 3rd and 3 from the 16. Inside run for Jamison against a run. We're at the 7-minute mark now. 26, G or K run 0. G is Jaleel, no. Oh wait, linebacker 2, Devin LaPierre is a 1, so no. K, D-line 2, Christopher Duchin is a 0+, so he will not be a 0 either. So a 1-yard gain for Jamison is going to bring up 4th and 2 from the 15. And they're going to go ahead and try the field goal here. Field goal attempt for Bussell. That's going to be a 32-yard attempt. Let's see. He has an E grade on a pre-kick die roll of 1 or 6. It's a 4, so he is still AAA. 35, that's good. And so that makes it 34-10, Iowa A&I. Making it look easy and putting their name into the hat for this championship. So what is that? That is, so at the 6-minute mark, this is field goal goes through. Well, that's a good way to ice the game. A nice 6-minute and 15 or 16, 6-minute 15-second drive there for the Barnstormers. Now 34-10, the kickoff. 54 is 55 and 9 is 60. 55 and 9 is 64. So to the 1-yard line. Who's going to get a chance to return here? It's a 10. So the 10 is going to be Ugo Taylor. From the 1. And that's going to be 6 yards off the return. So that's going to be an 11-yard return. So only to the 12-yard line. So that'll lead to 1st and 10 for California Pacific. Medium against Blitz to Montour. Gotta push the effort here. Can't wilt, can we? 64, that's an unusual result. 14, 18 yards out of bounds, but a penalty. Penalty 55 is going to be a holding call. That's their 11th penalty of the game. That's half the distance, so 6-yard penalty. Short pass to Brockermeyer. When it rains, it pours. It's just they're getting hosed in this game. Dice are not their friends. 66. Home team on offense. We always play the offense as home, so XS. 36. F2 pass. This is a pass defense, correct? Yeah, so That is going to lead to D'Angelo Farug. He's a 1, so a 15-yard gain for Brockermeyer. Second one from the 21. It's medium against a blitz again. 14 on an A. This is going to be complete. Or wait, I'm on the wrong side here. He is an A. I forgot to flip this over, but Lutwin is an A. Right, 14A. Q minus. So he's 12 minus 5. It's still going to be a 7-yard gain for Montour and a first down. So what I'm going to try to do is alternate between 15 and 30 seconds to try and get that 25-second range. First and 10. What was that, a 7-yard gain? So that's up to the 28. We need a long completion here. Brockermeyer going to be targeted here on the medium pass. 13. This is going to be Q, so that's going to be a 12-yard completion to Brockermeyer. And another first down. Too little, too late. It seems, but you got to get some respectability up to the 40-yard line. Medium against pass to Brown. 42 and be a 2 pass. Aki Brown, no, he will not be. Just if it was on the other side, incomplete. So second and 10 from the 40. Medium against pass to Ren Morgan. 34 SB 0. So it's Ren Morgan, and he is a 0 plus, so a 0 incomplete. Third and 10 from the 40. Medium versus Blitz. They really need to go long here one of these times. Seiferman is the target. 12, okay, so that's going to be a Q out of bounds. So, yeah, Seiferman is going to catch it for 12 yards and a first down. Out of bounds, so it will stop the clock. First and 10 at the 48 of Iowa A&I. Long pass to Hawkins. There's finally a long pass attempted. There's an 11. So 2Q out of bounds. That's going to be a 24-yard reception to DJ Hawkins. Finally, the passing game is coming alive. Another first down. Down to the 24-yard line. Medium pass to Brockermeyer. 15, that's incomplete. Second and 10 from the 24. Much time's left. 3 minutes left in the game. This taking too long. Short pass to Brown. 32 and see a 2 pass. It would be Seiferman, no. SB or FB a 0 pass. Running back 1 is Royster, no. And because we have the second, we're going to have the top rated SB. So it neither of those guys are 0 pass. So it's going to be half R to Brown. So it's going to be a 7-yard gain. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. His first reception of the game. That's going to be 3rd and 3 from the 17. And we're going to go medium pass since we're inside the 20 instead of a long to Montour. .42 and be a 2 pass. Aki Brown will be this time. And we can't, because we're out Dovalina, we don't, so it's XM. 11. Is he greater than 5 on the X? No, it's still going to be a 20-yard, so that's a touchdown. Touchdown to Montour. 17-yard completion. Finally gets on the board through the air. 45 attempts. 22 of 45, so not even a 50% day here, but a 17-yard touchdown pass. Lutwin to Montour. Caius Montour gets it. So that's with 2:15 remaining in the game. All right, and they're just going to kick the extra point here. Let's make it 16 on the scoreboard first. And the extra point here is going to be good. 34-17. Iowa A&I has doubled up the points for Cal Pacific. So and just out of ceremonial sake here, we're going to go with the onside kick roll. Desperation. 32. Squib kick dribbled 18 yards through the center of the receiving team, scooped up by the receiving team member. All right, so it's just going to be 18 yards downfield and no return. So from the 35, 45, then 45, so that's the 47, right? Yeah. And no time will run off the clock there, but 2:15 left, and it's just going to be run here, you would think, just to get this game over. Outside run to Jameson. Cal Pacific has their timeouts, so we will go ahead and use them just for the sake of so 15 outside run. He is a C run. Wait, who is it? Jameson. Wrong sheet. That's why. A outside runner on 15 is going to be 5 yards. First time out, 2nd and 5 from the 40. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong side. 42. Didn't make the 50 because of the onside kick. So from the 42, 2nd and 5. Outside versus Blitz. Jameson again. 52. B run 2. It's not close enough. It's not within 2 scores. So he's not a 2. XR 63 greater than B. Jameson is an A, so this is a go. 65, that is another touchdown. He breaks through the line. That is a 42-yard touchdown for Deuce Jameson. 2nd touchdown on the day. And with 150, let's see, what are we going to do here? Yeah, we'll say 150 left. Insult to injury now. That's 40 on the board. And the extra point is good. That'll make it 41. So I'm going to write this down. All right, well, let's kick it away. Okay, well, we get a normal kickoff. When you just want a game to wrap up quickly, it tends to be so offsides 5. Okay, we're going to add 5 yards to the return, so it's to the 60. So kick return for California Pacific is going to be Teak. Teague. 52 is going to be +3 to return, so he goes 20 to 23. And kick team offside. That's 5 yards. So to the 5, then that's 28, and then add another 5 is 33. 1st and 10. Oh, and because there's a return, we'll take it down to the 145 mark. They're going to go down fighting here. Short pass to Amaya. And they do have, I guess they do have 2 timeouts. Short versus pass. Not sure why they're checking it down, but they are. 61. See a 0 pass. No. Incomplete. And injury check. We might as well do the injury check while we're at it. 26. End A shaken up. Removed for rest of series. All right, well, Dotson, I'm not making adjustments. Medium against Blitz. If his name comes up, we'll just choose. What is it? 2nd and 10, actually. 2nd and 10 from the 33. 43. Guard B a 2 pass. No. Incomplete. Oh, I am looking at the wrong chart here. So it was Hawkins, right? So guard B is still Belgrave. So no. And I think that other play was okay. Incomplete, but we'll just keep it that way. Morgan, medium against pass. Unusual result. 44, incomplete with a penalty. Referees need to throw away the flag. That's a face mask. That's going to give them an automatic 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 48. Long pass to Hawkins is out, so we're going to go Teague against the pass. We're just going to go with this. We're going to substitute in Teague instead. 22, possible interception. And it's an interception. They're just going to take it down and kneel on it. So 26. That's on a long pass, right? Yeah, long pass. That's a 41-yarder to see, so Moss is going to get it. 41 yards downfield. Zero. All right, so that's that. That's another interception for Lutwin. And that's going to do it here. It's going to be, what do we have left here? 1:10. It's going to be 2 kneels. 1, 2, wait, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hold on. So it was like 1:10. I need to write this down. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 10, 20. Game over. That is your final, 41-17. Mega Bowl goes to the state of Iowa. Iowa A&I, the Barnstormers, with a thorough victory. Nerves for Lamar Lutwin. 3 interception game. Not his best stuff. Would want more. Can Iowa A&I from the 6th seed, after just defeating the 5 seed, emerge as a contender for that championship game, we will see. I'm going to tally up the stats, and I'll be back to talk about that in just a moment. 41-17, the final here from the Rosemont Coliseum in the Sackway Mega Bowl. All right, so 41-17 is your final here. Stats not terribly impressive through the air for either team. Iowa A&I really went run heavy in the second half. A total of 39 rushes to only 23 pass attempts for the Barnstormers. But they were really effective in doing that with a yards per attempt on the ground of 6.7, which is phenomenal. Led by Montrell Etienne, even though he was injured, still amassed 133 yards on 19 carries. Deuce Jameson, in his replacement, comes up with his own 100-yard rushing day on 11 carries. A really stellar performance there in the second half to just help them pull away. RJ May, 13 for 23. Not the most efficient day, but got the job done, a touchdown. Actually 2 sacks here for both guys. But can't remember everything here. 3 interceptions for Lutwin. And actually an interception here for May as well, I believe. Yes. So, but Lutwin himself got the yardage, almost tipped the 200-yard mark, but still didn't hit 50% passing. Rough day. The dice didn't go in his favor. That Iowa defense really hampered them. Only 23 rushing attempts. Maybe that's one thing we could have done, was tried to hit the run a little more with them. But anytime they passed early on, Lutwin was throwing the ball to the other team. And so that's a very frustrating afternoon for the Cal Pacific coach. So that's the Mega Bowl. Thanks for tuning in. Keep trying to improve some of the systems that I have here as far as the play calling and whatnot. I think this has turned out pretty well. I don't know, 2 teams that should be pretty evenly matched, but the dice really hampered them. I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break from second season here. I have soccer that I want to play, and I don't know if I'm going to want to play that on the channel or not. I might play a game in the next week or so. We're coming up on a longer break, about a week and a half, so I'm hoping during that time I can live stream a thing or two, maybe even one of these games, try and live stream a half here and a half there, just to try and kind of like, the Christmas season. You're probably like, why the heck are you wearing this? Well, I don't know. My wife had to buy one dressing up as Scrooge for a school, kind of like a theme day or whatever, and so she bought, there were 4 in a pack. So I don't know. I'm up for wearing a goofy hat on occasion, and it's winter time. I think I wore it the whole time I was playing, which I'm impressed with. It actually kind of feels just natural having something like this on. Keeps you warmer. I don't know. There are worse things to be wearing on my head. Don't ask. Up there I have a goofy hat that really looks goofy. But in any regard, we've got... also have History Maker Golf. I really need to get back out here on the tabletop, and that probably will be something I look to do this coming weekend. I really need to batten down the hatches and do that. So, I try to get the rhythm of the football here. I don't know if it does the best job. Not the easiest game sport, let's say, in general. I think football can be a little bit tricky because penalties, in order to catch the penalty rolls, I have to think through if I'm doing the penalties the best way. Maybe you should check the penalty ahead of time, so that way if you get a false start, the play's over, then you aren't rolling anymore. But I don't know. I'm not sure how best. If you have any thoughts on that, if you play second season, and or cold snap is another one that's very similar. How do you handle penalties? How do you, like, what's your rhythm? What's your dice rolling rhythm? How do you account for, let's say you've got the XR with the little pointy finger to say penalty. Do you roll the penalty first, then the XR, then penalty? It just gets awkward. In some ways, it might be better to have two sets of dice and just do that. But save yourself a little bit of time doing that. Plus, it's two independent dice, or four independent dice. Even though, I don't know, dice should be dice, random rolls should be random rolls. But anyway, that's it here from the Tenacious Dugout. Another bit of cozy play in a cozy room. I know it's not much for the eyes, but I hope all of you have a place like this that is your spot. I played a game a couple weeks ago upstairs in the kitchen, on the kitchen table, and it's just tough when you have to put everything away when it's dinner time and stuff like that. So having this place that's kind of like my own little dungeon, hey, it's great. But anyway, if you could hit like, I'd appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Just, follow the other people around, especially if you find a game you really enjoy listening to, someone whose style is at your style or whatever. That's about it. Hang in there, everybody. I hope the month of December is treating you well so far. And we'll be back another time for another game here on Tenacious Sports, whether it's second season and moving on to the next bowl game. There's only 2 left of the bowl games and then the national championship. So maybe the goal will be to play that national championship over New Year's weekend. Let's see. But in any regard, keep rolling your dice. Hope your projects are going well. As always, if you want to list something you're doing, thought you have on this, question, the floor is yours. Have a great rest of your week, and see you back here on Tenacious Sports.